touching the floor, that's reaching towards the floor. So if I can have your all eyes on the screen, and often so many of us do this naturally anyway, so it's quite good to sometimes break down this more of a technical aspect. So what we're going to do is, you know, I think when I ask you, for example, let's lean forward or reach down towards the floor, a lot of us body sometimes actually prefers to do straight, like a hinging movement, like this. And sometimes if we do this movement very fast, it can actually tense our lower back muscles. So it can trigger, or it could actually trigger some extra pain. So what we're going to do is just practice this with me now. So think about your spine, and I want you to think of more of a flow coming from your head. So just watch me for now. But tuck your chin down, almost feel like an upset, like this side. And then you're going to roll your shoulders gently. And follow this spine. So almost you want to roll down, like gliding your hands over your knees. I actually like to keep a tightness around my glutes a little bit. So you should feel a little stretch in your hamstrings. And when just follow through, connect with your lower back slowly, slowly. Take a nice breath. Now the trick here, when we come up, just roll yourself back up in this reverse motion. So look, as you're coming back up, you're not opening up your shoulders straight away. Roll it back up. Then finish nice and tall. Relax your shoulders. Yeah? Just be mindful of this motion. If I ask you, for example, okay, let's reach towards the floor, just remember this rolling rather than straight, like a very fast or aggressive hinge. It's okay when you warmed up, we can do this kind of more aggressive movements, but it'll be, while we're warming up, let's do this nice and slow. Sounds good? Great. Right, everybody, let's begin. We're going to look at the simple motion coming from waking up the balance. So what I would like you to do is try stand at least hip width apart and twist the hips in this sort of motion. Just relax your hands, shoulders are nice and tall. Let's connect with your spine also and turn your head as you're turning the body as well. There is a saying in movement, wherever your head goes or eyes go, your body follows. So just stay nice and tall, keep going and breathing. Good. Look into the window. It's a bit of a cloudy day where I am at the moment, but certainly much warmer than it's been the last few days. Okay, all right, just come to a more of a shoulder roll. And as we do a couple of shoulder exercises, try and connect with your own breath. So inhale and then exhale. Roll. Doesn't matter which direction you're going. We'll do both. Wiggle your fingers. If you feel like hands are still cold, you can, as you just give a little finger movement. It's almost like playing a piano kind of motions. And I like to sort of at the beginning of the movements, especially with this joint mobility, let's multitask. It's actually quite good for the brain also to wiggle your fingers and just roll your shoulders. Can you do that? I'm sure we can. There you go. And as you're doing this shoulder on the reverse direction, you may notice some of the neck muscles can also become quite tense. So it's very simple. If you want to, I like to place my fingers on my clavicles here. Just look over to the right and then left. Looking right down behind the shoulder as you turn. Just be mindful that you're not twisting your shoulders. The shoulders are open. Just keep breathing. Another 3, 2, 1. Do this at your speed. You don't avoid sort of fast movements. So you can either sync with me depending on the connection. I think it could be even a delay in the moving picture. But let's do a very simple tucking of the chin, like so, then looking back up. Tucking of the chin. I'll show you from this side. This way. open. You may actually feel quite a nice stretch as you point the chin up. Yeah. Go up. Okay, I want to show you a simple exercise. It's gliding of the neck. I often do this when I work with, when I coach clients. So think about our spine, especially the skull, the head. And I would like to think about chin gliding forward and tucking right back in, because our vertebra can glide as well as twist and turn, right? So just think about, yeah. Once we connect to the right motion, you may actually feel it's like a better nervous system switches on even better down to the spine also. So think about that's like a turtle pushing your head out and then back to the safety. By the way, neck is most stable when it's upright, but not here. So when we talk about good posture, head right nice and tall. By the way, these exercises will be recorded, so you can always go back and watch this in more detail. So let's check things out. I want you to be sort of hopping or bouncing from one foot to another. Put the camera down a tiny bit. On the balls of our foot, if you're wearing your shoes, that's fine. If you're barefoot, absolutely all good. Good. Okay, what we're going to do is just a couple of heel raises, kicking your heels back. Sometimes be mindful when we kick our heels back, knee likes to come up a little bit. So or like do this or this. Just keep the knees pointing down and really get a better, almost you get a nice scratch of the heel. About 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's really good, really good. Okay. Let's try and look at starting with our feet today. So very simple motion. With this one, you may need to use a balance. You don't have to. Perhaps just wall or back of the chair. You could use, just lift our weight entirely on our toes, front of our foot. And the trick is to come down very slowly. So almost like a ballet dancer. We go up like this, boom. With our hands, just you can relax your hands either around the hips or just touch the wall if you need extra support. See how you feel at the top and come down. From a side, it would look like this. Let's do 3 more. Up. Keep your hips nice and tight as you do this motion. The tricky part here sometimes is coming down rather than going up. So just roll down back to the heel. Okay, let's make this a little bit harder. Perhaps just wake up the spatial awareness. So as you go up, make sure you feel safe. Try and close your eyes as you move up. And be careful. And then come down and again on your heels. Sometimes tendencies that we sort of move, our body moves forward. Don't worry if you can't see me. I hope you can hear me. If your eyes are shut, just practice. Try this on your own time. 1 more. You can open your eyes if they're closed. Okay, can we do a little bit of hip raises? Think about the hip opening exercises. You may have done this back in the days in the PE class, the gymnastic class. So 2 steps and lifting up the knee. If you experience any pain or discomfort around the knee, please don't go up too high. Just work on your range. So hold the balance and just think about going in this range of motion in the hip. Good job if you're doing this without holding. Can we do the opposite direction? Let's do at least 3 or 4. With the same leg. Our hips are very similar to our shoulders. They are ball and socket joints, so they can move quite big movements. So let's switch the sides, please. Now I'm stepping over, almost imagine stepping over a fence or an object. Again, balance will come from the standing leg. Please change the direction. As you're doing this, let's just recheck our posture. What is this doing? Your midsection, your lower back, not just the abs, but also our shoulders. Are they supporting you nice and tall? And keep breathing, one more. And good. Take it up. Well done. Okay, we're going to move up on the upper body next. Let's look at the shoulders. So I want you to try. By the way, this is still part of a dynamic warm-up, so we haven't started the hard work yet, or more challenging work. Again, it doesn't matter which direction you go first. We'll switch, keep going for another 3, 2. See if you can actually scratch your ear with your arm. As you touch your ear. Can you do that? As you go up and over. Don't worry if you can't. If your shoulders are hurting. And I love it. I love it. Look at that. Change the directions. Good. Roger, doing well. Good. 3, 2, 1. And let's change the sides if we haven't done so yet. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction with the same arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Really, really good. Just gentle stretch of the shoulder, deltoid muscle. So if you can just hold it like this, look, just arm straight. And with the other arm, you just gently pull it inwards towards your body. Just hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake, shake, shake. And go to the other side, please. Pull gently, closely. Keep the stretching arm straight, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Okay, we're going to look at just. Let's look at the palms of the. These are called flexor muscle groups. So these are not necessarily like muscles like your biceps and triceps. These are small, quite reactive, very sparse twitch muscle fibers. So get the forearms stretched gently. Now, can we just pull the fingers down? I always like to go with this moment very careful because the wrist is quite vulnerable in this position. And if you ever get caught by armed forces know how to get you like this. So to the twist, Mike probably knows what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, shake, shake. So what I was saying, the wrist is very weak in this position. So yeah. But it's stronger when it's pointing up. And gently down. I like to sort of. And if you notice your arm is dropping down, lift it up, lift it up. Up. Can you go even higher? You might feel a different stretch as you lift your arm up. Very good. Back down. Okay, we're going to move on to 1 or 2 stabilizing exercises. So think about small muscle groups, especially around our neck. So we're going to go lateral movement motions. We're going to do one side separately, and we'll look at the other way. So elbow points out, and we're going to push your head into the hand. Please hold it for 5, 4, 3. Keep it nice and steady. 3, 2, 1, and let go gently rather than quickly. Switch it to the other side, please. And press this head into this hand. Let's go. Push. 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Be careful if you're wearing like a headwear or hat. We're going to go base right between the eyebrows, just gentle flat hand. And we're going to push the head out. We're just going to resist it with a hat. Let's go. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. let's take the hands behind. And I would, some of us, when we were doing this gliding exercise, let's glide our head back, but hold it there. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently. Our head is probably strongest going this way. You might have felt the difference versus sides. Yeah, so. Okay, let's just shake things up one more time. I'm going to give you a chance to have a sip of water as we move on to the next phase of our workout. So this is a good time if you'd like to have a sip of water or tea. If you're drinking coffee, that's okay too, I guess. I don't know if some of you know, but instead of coffee, I've been drinking this yerba mate. If you've traveled in South America, it sounds fancy, but it's like a tea basically. Very similar to, and it's got a little bit of caffeine, and but that not as high, it's not as much as coffee. It's more like a green tea, I would say. Right. This is where we're going to need some of the toys, tools. So don't worry if you haven't got a chance to gather all of the equipment, but I will help as much as I can. I will modify the exercises and I will show you them step by step. So I'm going to use this bench today as instead of a typical chair. And if we find, as we're getting set up, if we find 7 movements like this, especially, rather painful or uncomfortable for the knee, so think about it more, the further that you go down with this onto the squat, the harder it's going to be on the knees. If you could perhaps just have this more of a sort of racing position, rather like you're about to take a tackle if you were to play a rugby or rounders or catching position. Yeah, just get down to that depth that you feel comfortable. Is that okay? So we're going to need something like this. Just have them, doesn't have to be cans of beans. I just happen to have 1 kidney beans and chicken noodle soup. So there you go. Have them, put them next to you so that I can see. Wonderful, wonderful. Right. Let's get the heart rate really up. So this is where we're going to use our friendly stopwatch, and we have 1 minute on the clock. So 3, get ready. The first exercise we're going to do is high knee drives. Chop. Let's coordinate with the upper body also. 60 seconds. Starts now. So if you feel like you want to sweat, this is the time. Again, if the knees are hard to come up, just keep it this way. Again, if the balance is an issue, hold it next to, have a support against next to, and then we just do just the knees. If you're with me, let's progress this more into a jog. We still have 20 seconds to go. You can actually challenge yourself. I don't know how much space you have. Mike, I like that you're holding the cans as well. I think, right, you can go left. So you're doing like a lateral movement, like how our body normally works. Good. You can go forwards if you have space towards the screen, and then roll back. Please be careful. Don't. Good. 5, 4, knees up. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Relax, relax. Just a breather. Again, deep breaths. Can we look at the arms out, please, in this position? And just roll the shoulders in this, almost you wiping a window or glass in this motion. Your arms are straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change your direction, please. 5, 4. Keep the elbows straight. 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Now, pick up those light dumbbells or objects, cans. Right. So what we're going to do is 2 exercises. Can I give you a quick demonstration really briefly? And it's to do with taking and loading our body onto the heels like so. Hold it like you're holding a telephone, sort of action like this. Elbows are forwards, and here we go. Squat as low as you feel comfortable. You don't have to go really low. If you feel comfortable here, that's fine. And you're gonna pop your hips and press. So we're adding 2 movements in one exercise. Take another look, please. Look. Squat, wait for it. The hands are still. And as you pop your hips at the top, you push above your head. As if you want to put something on top of the shelf. There we go. Slowly down. It has to be slow, guys. Don't go up and I don't need the fast speed. And please breathe. Inhale. Press. Finishing off with the shoulder press. Again, this is timed. We have 60 seconds. Stop. If you want it, if it's too easy, you can add a little bit of speed way up. So when you hear, it's faster up. Has to be slow down, please. We don't want to speed that up. Yeah, just there, pop and press. Well done. Looking good. Slowly, slowly, slowly down and press. Wonderful. 5 more seconds to go. Last one. Finish strong. Wonderful. Okay, hands are still out, please. Nobody's putting it down. Hold it out here. Hold it and just jog on the spot. Just light hops. See how long we can go. The wider they are, the better. Like this, completely lateral. Just be mindful of the position of the head. It's not down here. And breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, arms up. Wonderful. And relax. Good. Just give it a little to the side. I like it. Okay, this is next up. We're going to need another prop as such. We're going to need a solid background, either a wall or a door. So I'm going to use the wall actually. So if I just take you a little bit closer, like so, you might be able to see me. Probably get to see what's on this corner. So if I just give you a quick demonstration now. Again, sometimes knees don't like this position. So you don't have to go completely 90-degree angle. So what I'd like you to do, connect your lower back, especially this region, your lower part of your back, against a solid object, and then just walk your feet out before you go any lower. Just you can't be right up against the wall. You have to be slightly away, at least a foot or so, 1.5 feet maybe, away from the wall, and glide down. Mike, I can see you can go a little bit lower, and connect your head, back of your head. You can touch it and hold. Keep going. Hold. Now here's the thing, okay? This is, although it's a holding exercise, it's to your own ability. So you don't have to hold as long as everybody else. You can always come back up and give yourself a little break. Please breathe. Try and avoid pushing the weight down onto the knees. Perhaps if it's probably better if we hold the hands around the hips. Stay with me, stay with me. Keep breathing. Make this fine. Keep going for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly, slowly, slowly back up. Yeah, use your hands if you like. Let's shake the legs out. Okay. Let's put you back up to the wider angle. Good. You can actually just try this. Heel kicks. Okay, everybody, we're going to try something a little bit technical next, and it's called planks. And we're going to modify this exercise. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. Here's what we're going to try. Perhaps think about your hands, actually. Let's go with the hands, like this, grip. I was going to show you on the elbows, but probably be easier if we do it with our wrist. So I would like to have a raised object, either a chair or a sofa, or even a mattress end. That could be whatever you have next to you. So then what we'll do, just take steady feet back in this position. And just watch me for now, if you're not sure. It could be depending on the height of your table, it could even be the edge of the table. Make sure it doesn't glide or collapse. Or something nice and steady. What we're going to do is hold this position and draw the abdominal muscles. But just don't go onto one hand, or what I just did. Avoid this, more of this. Think about more of a diagonal line of from the hands to the feet. Yeah. Guys, we're going to hold this. If you're not ready, I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to prepare yourselves. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Aim is 60 seconds. You can always have a little break, of course. Push the hips forward so that this out. Breathing. You can actually squeeze the glutes as well, as they say. Try to keep a nice tension around the glutes to help you to stabilize the hip muscles as well. And those of us who can, just try as you walk in this like a raise the knee between the hands. So if you have space, give this a good try. You're alternating the steps. It's almost like a mountain climber, climbing up on the mountain with a big step. Keep breathing, everyone. Stay focused. You have 10 seconds to go. It's not an easy exercise. A lot of weight will go onto the wrist, of course, or fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Slowly walk in. We're going to go straight into the next exercise. Grab the little weights for me, please. Small weights. Here we go. Ideally, no break. Very short break. Okay, jab, cross, jab, cross. There we go. We're just going to work on the shoulders and breathe. Connect with the breath. This sort of motion, I'm not here to train you up as boxers, but I want you to involve this. Look, twist of the abdomen, like torso, boom. And bringing it from the core. Perhaps could we move the dumbbells up based on the weight of the hands, or the weight? Up, up, so they go. Still twisting from the midsection, go down. Shoulders pushing. Again, if the shoulders don't like this motion, straight punches, just go halfway, slow down. Yeah. Good. Those of us who want to go a little bit aggressive, let's go. Speed up. 20 seconds to go. Greta, keep going. The knees, well done. I like that. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, good breathing. 1, and relax. Tiny, tiny little break, everybody. About 20 seconds. Just check the heart rate, or just take a pause. If you talk about it, taking pause another time if you're not sure. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration for a next exercise. So please keep an eye on the screen. It's to do with balance, but also really strengthening one leg at a time. So based on how strong our knees are, that's what, stay with me, please. Again, I'm going to use either a broomstick or a wall will work just fine. We're going to progress this from last week. So we were holding on one leg. Try to bend this knee slightly. So again, if you're finding it harder to go down on this knee, just stand on one leg, perhaps more straight. Just raise the back foot off the floor, the other leg comes off the floor. What we're going to try with this other leg is, imagine like a clock, or like doing this semicircle, drawing a big, Could be a shelf or anything that I definitely would like you to have at least fingers or close to, if you're not using, just have them close to the body. We'll go moving, but let's be mindful what's happening to this standing leg. Think about the stable hips, stable knees, and strong ankles. So look, sometimes knees would like to move around as you go like this way, yeah? Are we ready, guys? Shall we, those of us who haven't started, let's give it a good try. Ready? I'm going to give you, sorry if you've done it already or if you've been doing it, we'll give it another go. Ready? 30 seconds on each leg. Begin. 1. If it's too easy, finding this, oh my God, I actually don't feel anything. Lose the stick and go like this. Look. Perhaps this is one of the more challenging exercises when it comes to balance and strengthening the knees. We're not actually moving, but we're standing strong, grounding the weight. Another 5 seconds to go. Again, you can think about increasing the range of motion coming from the leg. And relax. Shake that leg out. Okay. Prepare the other side, please. Ready? 3, 2, 1. If you wanted to sort of look down and check the angle of the knee in relation to your foot, your toes. Knee should be always looking over, directly over your toes. These little positions or checks are very useful to connecting to your own technique. And when you do this, of course, technique is the priority. Good form helps to progress in the right way. Great. Keep going for another 10. Again, if you don't need a stick or if you don't need the support, yeah, you can glide the foot or just move the foot just off the floor like this. 5. Back down is fine too. Stay with your level. 3, 2, 1. Shake it up, shake it up. Okay, we have some standing crunches, everybody. Get ready. Heart rate is going to go up. Quick demonstration. Hands are up. Look. 1, 2. If you find it hard for the balance, just don't lift your legs up as high. Just add a more of a torso twist. Let's go. 60 seconds, everybody. Breathe. Crunch. Keep breathing. Keep your head stable. Avoid sort of neck this way. So the torso twist rather than the torso tilt and a head tilt. And they're doing well. Keep going. I've been a great job. Nice. Good. 10 seconds, please. Talking about final few. Speed up if you can. Like that, like that. Breathe. 2, 1. And good finish. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Nice. Final round to go. Final round. We need you there. We need you there. Again, 20 seconds or so. Just if your heart rate's gone up, just bring it back down while I show you the next move. Okay, dokes. We're gonna need a little breather. Do we have a wall perhaps in this position? Look. Oh, that's fine too. Why don't we do a press up motion phase? We're not, rather than doing this on the floor, we're going to do it on an angled sofa. So chair will work. You can probably perhaps a little bit harder on the chair. Something against the wall would be easier. So here's what we're going to try. Work on the shoulders. Have something stable on your hands, and then move the body down. Your face moves close to the wall, and push you back up. Now, as we go through this upper body motion, avoid hips. Look, doing this. Look. So keep it nice and tight. Perhaps even elevate your heels off the floor. Walk back gently. And the further that you walk back, the harder it's going to be. So we all adults, I don't want you to use your judgment and just perhaps start with an easier level, what you might think you can do, and then progress this out. We have this for about 60 seconds, everybody. I don't need to see you don't have to look at the screen necessarily. We have 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, slowly. Let's go. Good. Marie looks good. I think you're doing a harder version. Keep breathing. Whatever happens, don't hold your breath. Elbows go out and wide as you go down. Keep moving. Past the halfway mark, please. Come on. Again. Heels should be off the floor. Just making it a little bit harder. This is a good time to make it harder or easier. The final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly back up into a standing position. Shake your legs out. Just quickly take a look at this next exercise. Final one. Look, 1, side jacks, arms up. So 60 seconds. Come on, Heather. Just a little side step over. Almost you want to clap. You don't have to, but you could. Good. You can always slow down if it's too much for the knees. This is shifting the weight from one leg to another. Just by standing on one leg, it's incredible how much more that we use the knee muscles as well as the right muscle groups around the thighs versus standing on 2 legs. So side step, keep going. Let's go. Let's go. Final exercise. If you're with me, let's speed up a little bit more. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Again, connect your breath. Roll your shoulders, please. Compared to when we started, cold fingers, I'm sure the heart rate's up. No more cold hands. Yeah, just relax the hands. Let's finish off 1 or 2 stretch exercises and relaxing exercises. So like how we did this bit of technical exercise when we roll and touch the floor, this will be really useful now. So try and think about this rolling of the neck from the chin, and the body should follow through slowly, 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 slowly. The next section of the spine. Rolling down, gliding your fingers towards the passing the knee. You can touch the floor even better. Just hold it there, just nice and slow. Hold it down, and breathe. And then roll yourself back up in the reverse position. So lifting up from the lower back, and upper shoulder. Final stretch we're going to do is for the hamstrings, because including myself, I sit down a lot more than I have in all my life. So it might be a good idea to take a simple sit with this position. You can either sit on the bed or sofa, chair is fine. And I'd like to keep your legs as straight as possible. Point your toes up towards your face. And I'll just don't worry if you're not ready, I'll give you a quick demonstration. So think about, rather than standing, you're just going to do exactly the same, but rolling down, but make sure your heels are on the floor, then roll and reach. You should feel this one more in your back of the legs, in your hamstrings. Just stay down, hold it for about 10 seconds. Breathe. Don't tense any part of your body. Just completely loosen up. You can actually shift your weight on one hip to another. As you are rocking your body side to side. Relax your neck. Slowly start to crawl up. Build your spine up nice and tall. Good. Roll the shoulders. Those of you who know me, and we worked together before, you know I never like to finish sitting down or lying down. Let's stand up, finish off with a good breathing, energizing breathing exercise. So, okay, it's actually quite good to hold the hands. So all the men, give me a nice, sort of like a dominant, not dominant, but like defensive position. Ladies, please. Let's all hold it here and think about inhaling through your nose and then as you exhale, I want you to imagine you actually want to feel your diaphragm by mostly anything tensing the abdominals as you exhale. Ready? We're going to do this 3 times. Try this. Your own time. Let's go. 2 more. If the hips want to push forward, that's fine. Good job, everybody. We're done. Okay. Bring your teas and waters if you would like to come closer to the screen. Though, if you have to shoot off, and if you got other appointments or any other exciting plans, you can shoot off. Thank you for attending, and this will be recorded exercises part